So, top four. Let's have a talk about that. I think that top four could now be in the gutter because Liverpool had the chance today to beat Man City and we lost 2-1. And it wasn't a great performance at all. And now Chelsea have obviously beaten Wolves probably very comfortably, 3-1 away from home, and obviously Manchester United beat Tottenham 2-1 at home. Both are contenders for top four, and now Liverpool have dropped 3 points to Man City at home. Today was a big game. Today was a big game. If we didn't lose this one today, we had a real chance of getting top four, but now we have lost this one. I genuinely think top four could be in the gutter because we've dropped 3 points in a top four race, and now going into the last we're in February now, so we've probably got March and then there's April, and then so 3-4 months left of the season. If we win the FA Cup, we get a direct route to Europa League. If we win the Champions League, of course, which I doubt will happen, we get a direct route to the Champions League. So basically, if we win the Champions League, we will be robbing a spot in the Champions League. Because I genuinely don't think we deserve to be in the Champions League next season. Because as of now, the only player who is actually putting a shift in this team, in big games, is Dominic Szoboszlai. Today, he was let down, in my opinion, because obviously he was given a red card, but he was the only player who gave a shit. He was the only player who was willing to take one for the team in that moment. He was the only player running back. Obviously, I don't think you can really put that on Alisson. He went up to try and get something in the last minutes of the game. You can't really put that on Alisson for coming out to try and score a corner at the end of the game. You can't really put this one on Alisson. It's a mistake, but we all make mistakes. Who doesn't? I don't really think you can put this on Alisson. But Dominic Szoboszlai was the only one running back and the only one who took down Haaland to get a red card. And in the end, they scored anyway. So, Dominic Szoboszlai got himself a red card. At what cost, though? Because they still won the game 2-1. And I think that more of these players, as much as we like to blame the manager, more of these players have got to start putting in performances. I didn't think a lot of these players were very good today, if I'm going to be honest. A lot more of these players have got to start putting in performances. We're not just a one-man team. There's 11 players that play on the pitch every week. And we can't just be relying on Dom every single week. He now won't play for 3 games. So, I think the leadership at this football club, we don't have many of them. Obviously, we've got Van Dijk, who's the captain. But I think every time something goes to crap with him, he just sort of stands there, up in arms, and just blames it on maybe Kirkez or Kanate. It's not his fault. It's never his fault. But, when it isn't his fault, he blames it on either Kirkez or Kanate. That's always who he blames it on. It's never his fault when a goal goes in, is it? But I think we need more leaders at this football club. I don't think we have enough leaders. And, now top four is probably a big ask for this season. I think, end the season. Just write this season off. Pretend this season never happened. Start the season fresh, new. Next season. And hopefully, we at least maybe get the FA Cup or something. But I just don't think that we're going to get what we wanted to achieve this season now, which is top 4. And if we do get top 4, I'll be very, very surprised because we don't deserve it. We genuinely do not deserve it. And, like, I will probably say that Chelsea and Man United are probably now going to get top 4. I don't think we're going to get it. Is there grounds for us to get it? If we continue this sort of form, no. But if we actually put some effort into, performances in the next sort of 3, 4, 5, 6 games, we'll see. But for now, I don't think we're going to get top 4. I do not think we're going to get top 4, and if we do, I'll be very, very, very surprised. I'll be very surprised, and I don't think we should get it. I think as a punishment, we should get top 5. Just maybe, Sometimes I think a few of these players need a rocket up their asses because the performances just aren't up to scratch, and they need to be. This is Liverpool Football Club. We instead of getting Champions League, what we should be getting and what we want to be getting, we could be settling for Europa League. I don't want Europa League. I don't want to be playing, I don't know, who plays in the Europa League? Bodo Glimt, all respect to Bodo Glimt, by the way. I don't want to be playing Bodo Glimt. I don't want to be playing, they're in the Champions League. So, they're not even in the Europa League this season. I don't want to be playing Celtic. I don't want to be playing Rangers. I don't want to be playing Real Betis. I don't want to be playing, Liverpool Celtic away day. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? But I just don't want to be playing those sort of teams. I want to be playing Champions League teams. I want to be playing AC Milan. I want to be playing Inter Milan. I want to be playing Real Madrid as much as I hate them. I want to be playing Barcelona. I want to be playing Atletico Madrid. I don't want to be playing these teams who play in the Europa League. I want to be playing Chelsea. I want to be playing Arsenal in the Champions League quarterfinals, semi-finals. I don't want to be playing Europa League football. But we're going to be Emmerdale and Coronation Street FC if we don't, buck our act up. And if we don't get Europa League and it gets even worse and we get Europa Conference League, I might just not watch European football next season. I watch Champions League football whether Liverpool are in it or not, but I might just not watch the European campaign if we get Europa Conference League. Because I'm sorry, all respect to the Conference League, but I'm not sitting there at 5:30 on a Thursday night watching Liverpool versus HJK Helsinki. I'm not watching that. I don't want to watch us play Real Betis in the Europa League. I don't want to watch that. These tournaments are good for Bournemouth, for Forest, for Leeds. Those sort of teams. That's a great tournament for them. West Ham. But I don't want to be playing in the Europa Conference League when we can be playing Champions League football. We can get Champions League football. But if we don't get that, then I'm going to cry. But now we need to focus on either FA Cup or Champions League. If we go out to Brighton and Hove Albion next weekend, I'm going to crash out. I am going to crash out. Because we should not be losing to this Brighton side. This Brighton side aren't good. They're good. They're good. They wouldn't be in the Premier League if they weren't good. But they're just not, the form chart isn't great for them. They've just lost 1-0 to Palace, who haven't won a game in ages. So, if we get knocked out of the FA Cup to Brighton next weekend, that's one route to Europe done. The only route we'll have left is the Champions League, and that's going to be very, very hard to win. And it's not a tournament that I expect us to win in the slightest, to be honest. If we win that tournament, I will genuinely I will go to McDonald's on Grimsby Road, and I'll pull a Mooney. I'll do that, and I'll film it, and I'll put it on YouTube, because that is literally how unlikely we are to winning the Champions League. I think the only route to the Champions League we have now is winning the Champions League itself. I don't think we're going to get Champions League football unless we win the Champions League. I just don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I think top four might be done. I think Chelsea will probably cement their place very soon. Leon Rossinho's done a brilliant job. I hold my hands up, I apologise. And I think Man United are probably going to get top four as well. So I think that's probably top four done. I don't think we're going to get it. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and I will see you lovely next one. Please take care of your beautiful selves. And as always, peace out.